In this demonstration, we'll complete the Lucky 7 slot machine by writing program code. Program code is written in a language called Visual Basic, which follows special syntax rules we'll discuss throughout this course. You get started writing program code by double-clicking the object you want to customize. Since the user will operate our program by clicking the spin and end buttons, I'll write program code for both these buttons. And because these buttons will be activated by a single click, I'll add the code to a special click event procedure for each button. When I double-click the end button, Visual Basic displays the code window, a special editor for editing program code. The code window contains an object drop-down list box, so you can select the object you want to work with. It also contains a procedure drop-down list box, so you can select the event you want to customize. The private sub and end sub statements mark the beginning and ending of a procedure, a block of code associated with a particular object or task. In this case, we're writing an event procedure for the end button. So we'll type a program statement called end. End is a Visual Basic keyword that tells the compiler to stop the program. Now that we're finished with this simple event procedure, we'll click the close button and prepare to write the code for the spin button, an event procedure that puts numbers in the spin windows, and if the user sees a 7, displays a stack of coins. We'll double-click the spin button and open the Command 1 click event procedure in the code window. This event procedure will hide the coin stack, create 3 random numbers, and check to see if one of the numbers is a 7. If a 7 does appear, the procedure will display the coin stack and sound a beep from the speaker. OK, the first line I'll type sets the image1 object's visible property to false. After I type the object's name and a period, Visual Basic displays a list box with all the valid property settings for the object. I can either select an object from the list or type it out myself. When I type an equal sign, Visual Basic displays another list box with the value of the property setting. I can type it out myself or select it from the list. Finally, I'll add a comment designated by a single quotation mark to describe just what this program and statement is doing. My comment hide coins won't be executed by the Visual Basic compiler, but it's a note that I can look at later when I wonder what the program is doing. When I press the Enter key, Visual Basic puts the comment in green type to identify it as a comment that's not run by the program. The false keyword is also placed in blue type to identify as a keyword that Visual Basic uses. Finally, image1.visible is in black type. Now I'll take a moment to type the rest of the program code for the event procedure. The final Command 1 click event procedure contains 10 lines of code. It's a little early in the programming course to get into the specific details of each of these program statements, but I'll cover a few of the fine points if you'd like. My goal is to get you familiar with objects, properties, and the code window, and to come back to program statement syntax in Chapter 4. In the second, third, and fourth lines, I'm placing numbers in the 3 spinner windows in our form. I created these with label objects earlier, but now I'm assigning values to them with program code. The numbers come from a special Visual Basic function called R&D, which picks a random number between 0 and 1. I multiply each number by 10 and use the int function to create an integer value between 0 and 9 for the windows. Next, I check to see if a 7 appeared in one of the spinner windows, using a decision structure called if-then that you'll learn more about in Chapter 5. If a 7 does appear in one of the windows, the procedure displays the coin stack by setting the image1 object's visible property to true. To bring home the point, I'll use the beep statement to sound a note from the computer's speaker. Now that I've finished typing the program, I'll close the code window and use the Save Project As command to save the project to disk.